When a grown woman chooses a man that is still growing, the beginning may be sweet, but oftentimes the end tells a different story.
I'm taking you out now. I wanted to go and eat my money. What I go? Let him chop my money, baby. Yeah, go and chop my money.
Which may be the reason why some people are laughing at Anita Joseph today. For those of us that don't know what I'm talking about, Anita Joseph is a Nollywood actress. She started her entertainment journey with dancing. By 2005, she ventured into movies. And by 2006, she got her first break with the film The Tears in My Eyes. Over the years, she starred in many movies and eventually ventured into businesses like the shapewear, the waist trainer, and some fitness brands. Before marrying MC Fish, who later became her husband, which is what will lead to our story today because recently, just in matter of days, the news broke that they are divorced. They have gone their separate ways and that MC Fish left her for another woman. And before marrying MC Fish, Anita Joseph had children from a previous relationship. Who is MC Fish? MC Fish, whose real name was Fisayo Olagunju, was known as Master of Ceremony, a hype man, and things like that. But he was not really known as a big Nollywood star or anything like that. He came into limelight after he got married to Anita Joseph in 2020. Though internet have it that they started their relationship somewhere in 2017. According to the internet, it was no secret that Anita Joseph was in charge. It was no secret that she was the star in the relationship. She carried the relationship. You will often see them post things that will cause people to start talking. They will post when they're praying, and Anita Joseph will say what keeps their marriage is prayer and things like that. They will show a lot of PDA, almost excessively. There was a particular video that broke the internet where he was massaging and licking her feet in public. It seemed like in a party. And a lot of people have things to say about that. A lot of people were like, it was even giving servitude. It wasn't giving romance, it was giving servitude. And now that rumor have it that they have broken up, that video clip is circulating everywhere. People are laughing, people are mocking them.
Love is beautiful, oh. Oh, Kotori.
Some people even say that that's why it's not good to bring your relationship to social media. I don't even think that is the case. I think it's what they brought because a lot of people were already talking about the power dynamics in their relationship, the age gap in their relationship.
Anita Joseph is no longer together with Fisherman. The boy don't suck him like orange, suck him finish, throw him. And another thing where they spoil relationship, where they scatter relationship on social media. A lot of you guys cannot do without posting your partner on social media. Una they live for social media validations. Una go there on top of bed. Una go post. Una go they chop. Una go post. Una go there inside swimming pool. Una go post. Una go there inside jacuzzi. Una go post. Una go shopping. Una go post. Una go there for steam room. Una go post. Una go for spa. Una go post. Everything una they post. They post the relationship back to back. Now still those people where they on social media go scatter a relationship. You don't see fisherman don't go fish another girl. Anita Joseph relationship don't scatter. Fisherman don't go catch another fish. Because of what's in social media. Anita Joseph go post where fisherman, they wear her shoe. A lot of ladies, so they watch those videos, they think say they happy. They know they happy.
So it was a lot of things in play already. And they feed that by the things they post. So it's not just that they brought their relationship to social media. I think it's the kind of things they post. They will always post him doing things to her. The show of love was a little bit much. And many people will think they're trying to prove something instead of just these are two people that love each other. And many people will often say that if this man can hold his own, that means if he's settled, if he has a good income, if he's somebody that have identified whom they are, that they wouldn't be doing that rubbish. Anita Joseph is the one with the fame and, of course, somewhat upgraded him. There's something about men that women upgrade. You see this savior mentality where some women will go and take a man who is still struggling and build the man. Again, it often doesn't end well because men are naturally inclined to provide. It's in their DNA. They like to chase. They don't want to be chased. And they want to be viewed as a provider. They want to be viewed as a protector. They want to be viewed as somebody who can take care of the woman. So whenever the role is reversed, initially these men will appear grateful. They will be happy that they're in a place where they're more comfortable. But as time goes on, a man who haven't found their identity, who they are, eventually they may start resenting the same woman that helped them to come up for the same reason why they were grateful in the first place. They will start questioning their masculinity. They will start questioning who they are. Are they not man enough? Is it that they can't be able to take care of a woman? So when a man is not doing better, it's not that a man cannot marry a woman that is doing better. No, it can work, but that man have to also be doing well enough or already have their identity intact, whom they are. Their self-confidence is intact. You can't get a man that haven't quite figured it out yet and upgrade him. At the end of the day, he's upgraded, but he still haven't figured it out. And once he starts figuring it out, most men will leave. They will not leave and go and find a woman they can take care of because that's what is in their nature. A man naturally wants to chase a woman and get a woman and take care of that woman. And that woman can be a helpmate, but they are still the foundation. So when that role is reversed, what I have come to see and what a lot of people are saying is that it doesn't work because it goes against nature. So before you know it, they will start having identity crisis. And again, they will take out on the woman that helped them. They will start blaming the woman for their doom. They may even start saying that if not for you, I would have gotten somewhere. Because sometimes some of these men, no matter how much they rise, they are still under the shadow of that woman. People are still identifying their success and attributing it to the woman who gave them a platform in the first place. Again, not that they cannot work, but they have to work with extremely confident men who have figured out whom they are. There are men that when married to a woman who is doing better, they will still help that woman to do even better. They will still contribute to that woman's growth. They will still take that woman's money and multiply it and even uplift that woman. So at the end of the day, the woman may have the money, may have the platform or whatever, but what they are contributing is enormous, and that will give them a sense of self. And when you see that, you will know from their body language that that man is not threatened. Rather, that man can hold his own, but it's just that this woman is doing better and he is even helping her. He is the reason that woman is even doing better. In such situation, this dynamic might work. But in a situation where the woman is still in control of the power, the finances, the decision making, the wisdom, and it looks like they're taking care of a child, they're the one making all the decision, and the man just follows, it usually doesn't end up well. So my ladies, before you downgrade, check and make sure that man have found out whom they are. That man is grounded in their identity. That is the only way. Otherwise, they will grow up and go to find a woman they can take care of. That's one. Another thing that can happen in such marriages is when a man is still struggling. That means a man that haven't found their footing in life. They usually don't have much choice. They will grab onto anything to come up. So that's not the time they worry about spec. They're worrying about who will give them a rope to climb up with. So they will end up with anybody that can take care of them or can give them a platform or can help them to come up, can start a business. There's even a rumor in this particular case that one of his problems is that Anita Joseph refused to open a business for him as promised. Can you imagine that? I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what some people are saying. So that still falls in line with what I'm trying to say. A man who is not grounded in whom they are, in life, in their finances, they may grab onto anything. When a man is settled, they will now go and find their spec. That's another thing. So when you're dealing with a man like that, you have to make sure, are you what they want? And what I advise women, one of the ways to do this is don't give them money. You see that support, don't show it initially. So you will find out if this man is here for me or if this man is here. Because a man that loves you and is there for you, they will just continue their hustle. When you see a man get with you and they stop what they're doing, no matter how little they're earning from it, they're not proud of it, and they start just looking to be upgraded, that's a red flag. Because a man that have pride in their handwork will continue their handwork. That's why I said in one of my videos, don't ever give a man any money to marry you. Don't help with the marriage. Let them struggle, let them save up money, let them marry. After they have married you, then you can contribute. But don't bring money first. Don't act like you're buying them. That I do feel for Anita Joseph, because she really fronted this marriage. And of course, like most people will say, when you front a marriage like that, front a lot of PDA, people will think you're trying to pepper them. And she did not only front, she defended. She will often come online and say things concerning her marriage. Some people are saying as much as she showed this man love, the man still left her. Anyway, whether she showed love, didn't show love, what will keep a man is a man that wants to be kept. We all know that, though sometimes a behavior can chase a man out, but behavior cannot keep a man that doesn't want to stay. It's unfortunate because this happens more often than we care to remember. Anita Joseph is not the only one. Even in real life, I've seen people that will upgrade a man and eventually that man will leave. That man will turn on them, betray them. I actually spoke to a woman not quite long ago who did the same thing. She's a nurse, upgraded a man, the man ended up marrying one of her friends. And she was so hurt, she was done. I tried to encourage her because it's not all men that are bad. But what I'm saying is that whenever you're dealing with a man, especially a man that you're older than, make sure you have to find ways to make sure that they're for love. Because a lot of men are looking for come up. The same way a lot of women are looking for come up. It's now both genders. Once they come up, they leave to go find their spec. And they leave also to go find what comes to them naturally, which is them choosing a woman and not a woman choosing them. Because sometimes when you look into these relationships, you see the woman will begin showering them with love, affection, trying to help them, and eventually it turns into love. We have some examples that are going on right now with people, one of your favorites. Everybody is saying that it will cast. Even this one, Anita Joseph and MC Fish, to be honest, when I see them together, I've always had this feeling that, oh, I hope this thing will last, though, because you can just see the body language. A man should always be a man, regardless. I know in some part of the world that things are changing now. People are looking at things differently, but our culture kind of holds us bound to the way things should be. You don't see a man in Africa, especially in Nigeria, playing the role of a woman just because the woman is doing better. Some women that are smart, they can handle it because they will still find a way to make that man appear to be the man. They will still find a way to somehow front the man as the breadwinner, even when they are doing a lot of support behind the scenes. Some women do that, but in today's generation, it's not often done. Especially in a situation where a woman is already made before the marriage. It's not really much you can do. People already know. And women are woke now, so they don't easily relinquish that power to the man, especially financial power. So it's a lot of things that are affecting marriages today. Being in a marriage where the man is younger, especially much younger, is just added issues. Because a lot of people are laughing. especially with this clip of the man licking her feet. Maybe Anita could have calmed down a little bit, because some of those videos, when I watch them, they are a little bit extreme. Somebody was asking, if this man is your younger brother, would you want to see them in a video licking an older woman's feet in a party, in pub? These are things you can do in your bedroom and it's okay. But then again, you can't tell grown folks how to live their lives. They have the right to do whatever they want. It's just that these things can potentially bring strife into the marriage, because guess what? That man, even if he doesn't realize it, that he's doing those things, the comments online, which he's seeing, unless he's living in a cave, he sees all the comments. Eventually, they will start getting to him. That is why people say keep your marriage offline, especially if your marriage is already getting a lot of scrutiny. There are so many marriages on social media, but people look at them and everything matches, everything looks good. People don't go into criticizing the essence of the marriage. They may criticize a few things or two that you do, but they don't criticize the essence of the marriage. So you see these marriages that is already questionable and they put it online. That man is reading those comments. That man is reading that, oh, you're upgraded. That man is reading you're a servant. That man is reading, oh, put this man in a bottle. That man is reading all these things. Eventually, we're humans, they will start getting to him. Especially a man that, like I said before, doesn't have a very solid, settled identity. And once those thoughts start going, eventually he will start slowly but surely resenting the woman. Every man still wants to be viewed as a man, especially when they're not up there. If you see men that truly have the power, truly have the affluence, that are very much into their identity, they don't care as much because they have it. They don't need the validation. But especially the ones that don't have it as they should, they need that validation. So when everybody is saying these things, it will sometimes get to them. Sometimes people say men are scarce. Some people believe that men are scarce. So some people would think that this is what they can get because they can use their influence to get a younger man. It doesn't work. And I'm going to either insert some videos here, either before or after now, so we can all see what some other people think about these older women, younger men dynamics.
Because they'll hide behind,
he pursued me, and he promised me.
here's the truth. Any woman who truly values herself, who's really worth a damn, isn't entertaining a man younger than her by more than 5 years. Because a solid woman knows a man much younger than her can't really do anything serious with her. Remember, women are looking for providers, correct? What can a young man who can't wipe his ass good provide for you? Share this with your homegirl who is always running behind some little boy trying to force him to be into a serious relationship.
Being from Nigeria, we were just not raised for that. Things are changing. Gen Z is changing things. Dynamics are changing. But you will see that at some point, some people are still so rooted, especially older generation, that these things don't wash away just like that. But anyway, I wish Anita Joseph well. It's unfortunate what is happening to her, but again, as usual, it will serve as a lesson so other people can learn from it and maybe will be able to avoid such from happening to them. Because somewhere in this world, there's a woman that is considering a younger man. Oh, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, give us a subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, may God bless you. Bye.